Third phase of moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins again with a new special report. We've heard of UFO crashes from around the world. Now there's reports of a UFO crash in the middle of the forest in the UK. A man walking his dog comes across something that he believes might be extraterrestrial in origin. What could have caused this clearing within this forest, knocking down trees overnight? We have an investigative panel tonight, a full roundtable. We have tonight with us Richard Giordano from Goof On Radio Stream, including Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio, also coming in from Arizona, Doc Skinner from the Underground Rebel Network or 1028 Productions, and a new member to the roundtable from the UK, Ollie from Ellie and Addict, as well as my brother, Brett Cousins. In this episode, we're going to go over the mystery in the UK, including a brand new UFO video just into Third Phase of Moon. But before we get to all of that, I wanted to give you a quick update about yesterday's episode in regards to the mysterious alien photo. Well, after we put it out and over 30,000 views in less than 24 hours, we've kind of found out the answer to the mystery behind it. It turns out there's a documentary or film Blair Witch movie that was made in 2016 out of Mexico called OVNI. We're not getting much information in regards to who made the film, whether this is a Blair Witch or a real documentary, but I thought we'd let you know what happened in regards to the information and investigation we did last night. Now, let's get into this new breaking news coming in right here at Third Phase of Moon. So let's go to Richard Giordano from Goof On Radio. What's your thoughts?
Well, this is another fantastic photograph with a little bit of video of, wow, I can't believe what I'm looking at. It looks like something went through the forest like King Kong and knocked down all the trees, and kind of looks like it went one direction. This guy in the UK named Ben was walking his dog, and he said it felt kind of eerie, like he was being watched. They walked up to the scene where trees are just laid down. It kind of reminds me of the Tunguska event back in early 1900s, I believe 1903, 1908. But the Tunguska laid down trees in all directions. This looks like something came in from one direction and plowed through the trees. Could it have been a meteor? It could have maybe been an ice meteor, maybe, or something that when it exploded above the earth created a shockwave and laid down the trees this way. But I'm not sure if even that's true.
Go ahead, David Scott from Spaced Out Radio. What is going on here?
Trees. Living in British Columbia, I am surrounded by trees. There are forests everywhere. In fact, over 85% of British Columbia is covered in forests. And there are some strange things that happen in the forests of our land and around North America and the world. Looking at this video, I could say one thing. I don't think it's UFOs in a landing spot. Here's the reason. Where I live, I have a lot of friends who are in the forestry industry. And I got to ask them, what is this all about? What would cause this? Is this aliens, or is this some sort of natural phenomena? Bingo, natural phenomena. You see, what happens is when the winds start ripping through the forest, they can cause tornado-like effects. And this has been seen by numerous people in forestry over the decades and centuries within the province of British Columbia and elsewhere. So what happens is these winds that pack through the trees, they start swirling, almost like a tornado, and they take off through the trees, pulling up the trees, some as big as 100, 150 feet, and they fall forward all in the same direction. So unfortunately on this one, I can't call aliens, I can call Mother Nature.
We got more insight coming in. Doc Skinner has his own insight in regards to a UFO crash in Arizona and what it could be in relation to this recent report out of the UK. Doc, take it away.
After researching the video of the gentleman walking his dog and coming across this clearing of trees that have been knocked over, it could be a UFO crash, but most likely was recovered by the military right after. But we also need to look at everything from both sides. Now, if you look behind me, this is a natural scenario. This happened a couple years ago. It started where trees were all broken at around the third of the way up mark. And as you see, they've all fallen to the ground since then. But rumor was that a UFO flew through and crashed through all those. But we come to find that it was erosion and overcompensation with water in the land and flooding area. Now, this other area in the video that we have seen could be the same thing. When soil gets too loose, the roots aren't holding and trees will fall. Once certain trees fall on a certain number of trees or the weight, it will continue to go. So there are plausible explanations of what could have happened in this forest, but until some scientists go in and check the soil samples and all that to see if it was abruptly ripped out of the ground. Another plausible natural occurrence is called a wind blow, which knocks over groups of trees. I'm from Texas, so I know about windstorms because we have these things called tornadoes, and I see a lot of trees get pulled up.
All right, let's get to the next panel member, Ollie from Ellie and Addict. More insight in regards to this new crash development in the UK. Ollie, what's up?
If this had been flooding, it would still look wet, the soil around, because you can see that one of the trees you can see its roots. It's fallen over. I wonder if there's a river nearby, and this whole area got flooded 3 weeks ago or so, and we've had extremely good weather in the UK recently. Maybe it's all dried up and it's making it look like it's been flattened, this area, when in reality it was just a flood. Also, my reasoning for it being probably an area that's been flat for a while is you can see that there's foliage coming through, and between all these trees that have been down, going past the trees, maybe this is about three or 4 weeks old. The trees are not dying because the roots are still in the ground, maybe, and they're still being fed. I don't know. It's an odd one, but I have seen it before where there has been flooding. A tree has been out of the ground and its roots. It's something that happens in the UK. Probably happens in other countries as well.
Brett, what's your thoughts on this breaking news coming out of the UK? The mystery behind what happened in the UK still is up in the air. I do like what we're looking at, but could it be a natural phenomenon known as a downburst or a possible microburst? These are the questions we're asking when it does come to crashes that are found, such as these, a apparent UFO crash. I would expect to see torch marks or burn marks upon the trees, or some sort of corrosion of some sort of a chemical change of high heat. We're not seeing any of that right now, so I'm still leaning towards this being maybe just a natural phenomenon, Blake.
Could this be a logging company that started to do some maybe logging and started clearing the path and decided not to? I know it's a stretch, but I'm trying to think of the most logical thing that could create this. I guess one of these weather experts or experts on trees said that it looks like a downburst of wind came in and it knocked down the trees, which I guess is possible. It doesn't look that old. It looks like it just happened. Trees are still fresh. They look like they were just laid down this morning or that morning. So I don't know. I really don't know. The guy automatically says it's aliens or UFOs. I don't know so much, but he also said the tips of the trees were broken off, the tops. I don't see that, but he walked through it. I didn't. Very interesting.
I'm from Texas, so I know about windstorms because we have these things called tornadoes, and I see a lot of trees get pulled up. So if you look up wind blow on search engines, you'll find many images of trees that look similar to this video that we have seen. So it is a natural occurrence. Now, does that mean that this was not a UFO crash? No, it doesn't until we can get further facts. But there is the speculation. It's a very compelling video. We will see. We will see.
So my way of thinking of aliens crashing here on Earth is they come from light years away. Well, this is what we presume they do. You know, they must travel at a ridiculous speed to get here, dodging asteroids, Voyager, Elon Musk's Tesla, and to finally come to Earth to crash in a forest in Cornwall. It just seems a little bit far-fetched to me. It seems like these beings would have technology that's that advanced. They could navigate through anything, you know. I don't think there would be a chance in hell that they could crash here on Earth through an error. I think if anything, we've learned how to shoot them down. That's scary, if that's the case. Or maybe there is another alien species to take into consideration that is at war with this species visiting Earth. You know, you don't belong here. This is our planet. We found it first. Get away.
All right, we got a new UFO video and just into Third Phase Moon, but before we get to that, I want to get your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you think happened in the UK? Is this some kind of hoax, or is there something extraterrestrial in nature in regards to this cleared area in the middle of the forest? Now, let's get to this new incredible UFO video that's just come in, captured by a doorbell cam. Watch. All right, Richard, I know this is new breaking news coming into Third Phase Moon. What's your thoughts on this video?
Wow, these doorbell cams are amazing sometimes. I mean, you catch things you normally wouldn't catch. And what set the doorbell cam off? Aren't they motion activated? I thought so. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I don't know. Maybe the guy's got a different kind of door cam that's on, but whatever it is, recorded something that looked like it was a shooting star. So this object comes out of the sky like a regular normal shooting star, hovers, and then takes off in a completely different direction. As that's happening, when it changes direction, another shooting star-esque object looks like it was trying to intercept it. Could it be these alien wars we've been hearing about? I don't know. There's supposed to be 59 species fighting it out. But if we caught something like that, it would be amazing. I think what this is bugs in the distance. They're just hitting the light from the porch maybe, and it's recording it, and because that's what makes sense. But it also looks like it's a shooting star UFO type of thing.
Dave Scott, I know this is kind of coming in fast as it does right here at Third Phase Moon, and you're looking at it in real time with us. What's your thoughts on this?
Ding dong. Yeah, I'm telling you, these doorbell cameras are not catching UFOs. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, everyone, but, you know, to me, it looks like bugs. And, you know, if you go back like 20 years, remember all these videos we saw of these fluttering rods? I think that's what we're seeing here, all right? Because the doorbell camera is not a high-resolution camera. It is not something that is going to capture something very much in focus, okay? Look, we see it all the time with filming. We see it all the time on the internet. This is very easy to reproduce. I think what we look like, although it is really interesting and cool, we are looking at bugs flying. Sorry, aliens. It's not you ringing the doorbell this time. I apologize. I really want it to be. However, not this time. The doorbell does not ring for extraterrestrials.
Okay, let's get to Doc Skinner from Rebel Underground Network. What's your thoughts? I just shared this video with you about an hour ago, and you're looking at it right now. What do you got?
Now, I've seen the doorbell footage. I actually have a doorbell camera, and I've seen a lot of footage from that as well. This was not a shooting star. It was not a comet, even though someone would think that, because they don't slow down and change direction. Also, the idea of it being a bug, I'm going to have to take that out of the equation, because, like I said, I've seen a lot of footage, and I've seen bugs fly in front of my camera. This was not that. Plus, I'd like to also point at the fact that the distance of this object, you can tell there's a way of seeing a depth that it is not right near the camera. This is out there in the sky. So this one's still a mystery.
Brent, this has just come in on my email. I think it's the first time the world's seen it. What's your thoughts on this video, Brent? That's right, Blake. We got this Gmail this morning. We were looking at this video and we said, well, let's get it out to the panel right now. So we're going over it, and my opinion, at first I thought this could have been a shooting star that came into view, but then what we just saw, it stopped in midair. It's completely unconventional what we're looking at. No sort of aircraft or drone could produce these kind of movements. So what is this? Could this just be an insect that captures the light from the porch reflecting onto an insect? Highly unlikely. What we're looking at, in my opinion, is something that's coming off from the distance and it's coming in fast. Whatever it is, it's really unexplained at the moment. What a great catch today.
Man, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't know. Getting this information, sometimes all you find is what was sent to you, and it's amazing. I don't know what. I'll have to look into it. We'll probably do a further update maybe.
I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight that joined us at this Third Phase of Moon special report in regards to the phenomenon in the UK. Did a UFO crash in the forest and then take off and leave this devastation in its wake? And what do you guys think about the doorbell camera footage? Is this some kind of spacecraft doing an unbelievable maneuver captured for everybody to see right now? I want to thank everybody for joining us at this live premiere. The chat's been blowing up. Everybody's been supporting the new team, the super chats. It really helps Third Phase Moon's cause. Let me tell you, we've got a lot more in store for you. It's just begun right here at Third Phase of Moon, and the new team has arrived. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody, and if you captured anything amazing, my email is in the description below. Hit me up. I want to see your evidence, and maybe the whole panel will be able to go over your UFO evidence. Blake Cousins, we'll see you real soon.